regardless of your status, those that have been left behind in that federal stimulus, California is not going to leave you behind. And I want to just congratulate the Speaker and the Pro Tem for their leadership and their demonstrable example of making sure that we're there for the folks that have always been there for us. I just got back from Arvin in Kern County. I had the privilege of being in Madera some 12 or so hours ago. Farm workers, food workers, never took a day off, never complained, and we're there to make sure that everything was on your table and tables all across this country. And I'm very honored to be here today as governor of this state that's not leaving those folks behind as it relates to legislation that addresses their need and provide relief directly, not only to individuals, but households of mixed status. And that's something, frankly, distinctive in this country. I don't know many other states, any other state, that does what this state is doing, and for that we are not ashamed. We are proud. And so I just want to acknowledge their leadership and the remarkable support that we saw, as the Pro Tem said, across the spectrum, bipartisan support to advance this collective cause. So that cause, by the way, includes grants, $5,000 to $25,000 grants for small businesses, nonprofits, cultural institutions, an additional $2.075 billion in grants that will start going out, building on the $500 million of grants that have already been going out supporting small business. And I'll remind you, grants, not loans, a profoundly important distinction. So that's number one. Number two, we're providing relief in the way of fees and licenses. For 2 years, there'll be no cosmetology, barbering licenses. There'll be no fees associated with those licenses or with alcohol beverage licenses. I'll give you an example. The 59,000 businesses that have ABC licenses, some of those license fees are as much as $1,235. We're waiving those fees not once, but over a 2-year period, in addition to these small business loans. That's the relief being provided in this package as well. The Golden State stimulus is those dollars, that direct relief check of $600 to those categories I mentioned. And in addition to that, we're doing more in food banks. We're doing more for people, parents need diapers that can't afford diapers. We're doing more to support our community college system with financial aid and grants, $100 million. Boy, we're not just doing that at community college, we're doing it at the UC and CSU, over $300 million at the UC, $302 million, $299 million at the CSU of additional ongoing money for those conveyor belts for talent, second to none in the United States, those extraordinary institutions. All of that part of this package. The reason it's $7.6 billion, and the Pro Tem rightfully said this is about a $10 billion package, is because she's right. And in the next few days, we're going to conform those PPP loans, not only to the state, or rather state taxes and making exemptions, but on expenses. And that's about a $2.3+ billion commitment over a number of years that the state will be making this entire package just shy of $10 billion. That's big even by California standards.